So my dear friends, uh, the data I captured in the night of opposition for Jupiter, that was July 13, 2020, is now ready to be cooked, and I will try to make an animation, a short animation of movement of GRS, the Great Red Spot, and Europa. Will walk you through step-by-step procedure of how I make animation of the Jupiter, and that was of course the first light in my new setup, which you already know is comprising of Celestron C11 and Losmandy G11 mount. The camera I used was ZWO ASI 178mm with 2x Barlow and no ADC. And, so let's start with it. Guys, this was external hard drive, 1 terabyte, which collected all the data of Jupiter, and it was a huge data. So that's why I always need this, and I keep it with me for capturing these AVI files that eat up the space of your hard disk. So let's start with stabilizing the images. For that matter, PIP is a very good option. Auto stacker is even much better, but auto stacker need a lot of space. PIP is relatively easy to handle. First of all, I would click this add image files, and there is Jupiter opposition. Okay, fine. First one. So this is the raw data, and Jupiter is looking even fine in it. I'll click Planetary. Majority of the settings will be done by the program itself. And input options, here I will not disturb anything. In processing options, now object is enable object detection. Okay, auto detection threshold, create or enable cropping. No, I don't want it. So in quality options, I have two options, that either to enable it, or when I enable it, then number of frames it keeps is 1200, or in percentages. Let me do with 1200 frames. Not right now, not required this animation options right now, but at the end of the session definitely I would keep it in AVI format for processing in Registrex. So let's start. But total input frames are 541, so I have to go back into processing option, into quality options, and let me do it in percentage of frames to keep. So let me keep 50% frames over here, or rather let it be what it is. Don't do quality estimation, that's better, because in different files we would have different frames, so why not to get it to full strength. So it has started processing. I'll get back to you in a minute. Guys, here is the first stabilized AVI file generated by PIP. Now I will go to the second one. I made actually 50 of these files after a gap of 1 second, or rather 10 seconds. Yes, no, sorry, 1 second. I will remove the previous one, add the second file, Planetary. All the settings should be same. Yes, it is. Yeah. So I will repeat this process for 50 times, guys. It's a lengthy process and needs hours and hours of processing. Okay, fellow imagers, so it's raining outside, and very heavily raining. This monsoon is going in full throttle. There are no clear nights, so this is the perfect time for processing, and especially the processing I'm doing for the animation of Jupiter. So here you can see that it was a time taking session, but finally I managed these 50 pip files. Now I will take them to Registex one by one to make a single image out of that, a single stacked image, and then I will combine them again in this pip software to make an animation. So let's start this hectic exercise once again.